Well, you've made the right choice. You're thinking about donating your car for a tax write-off. Great idea. Not only are you helping out in the community, helping out locally, helping out with charities, but you'll actually be able to get a monetary benefit and get a nice write-off in the process. You'll keep some money in your pocket as opposed to Uncle Sam while doing some good at the same time. Maybe a little bit overwhelming at first. A lot of things you got to take advantage of if you're going to maximize your deduction. The process in general is very, very easy. A lot of times you might just need to call up a charity. Someone will come out, pick up your vehicle, or they might tell you where to drop off your car. Remember, laws vary from state to state. You might want to even seek advice from a lawyer if you're thinking about taking a big deduction, or an accountant, just to make sure you're playing by the rules. You can't really bend the rules here. Uncle Sam is cracking down, so got to make sure. First order business, find a charity. It's really easy to just Google something. Some of the bigger ones out there, they all have their brand name charities, if you will, but there are a lot more local ones too that you could seek out. Make sure whatever you do, this is probably the most important thing in the whole process, is make sure your charity is a 501c3 registered company with the IRS. If not, your write-off might end up just being a write-loss, and you might not be able to get any kind of write-off at all. So please make sure you have a 501c3 company. The old days are gone where you used to be able to just make a huge value on your car and just write it off. Nope, not anymore. You have to make sure that your deduction is actually what the charity is either A, selling your car for, or B, a true market value of your car. So it's important. The other thing that's very, very important is when you're finished and you make your deduction, you got to make sure you go through all the proper channels with your Department of Motor Vehicles. Biggie, make sure the title of your vehicle is transferred. That's important. If you don't transfer that title, it's not really your transaction is not really consummated, and you could get yourself in legal trouble. Canceling your registration, another important thing. Got to make sure it's done. Completing a notice of transfer, got to release that liability form. There are always nightmare cases of people not canceling their title transfer, and they get into big trouble because people might rack up tickets on your car that you thought you had donated. Remember, laws vary from state to state. Same thing even with license plates. So be careful. Make sure you're dealing with a reputable company. Try to get one that's going to match with what you're trying to accomplish with your charitable deduction. Again, check with a lawyer, check with an accountant. That's the only way you can do it. Remember, we're not lawyers here, but you got to do your homework. I myself have donated my car, and I did get a healthy deduction. My car went for a pretty decent sum, so don't try to push it. You can get quite a bit accomplished. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time.